So today, let's talk about dirty bombs. There's all kinds of speculation and talk throughout the world and the internet and YouTube on dirty bombs and how they work and what they are. But there's actually a lot of different kinds of dirty bombs. And the type a group would choose to use is dictated by what they're trying to achieve. So there are several types of dirty bombs. There's broad categories. The first one is a weapon that solely disperses radiological isotopes. The next one is one that disperses it using explosive means where you combine an explosive device with radioactive elements. The third one is a hybrid type weapon. And what that one is you combine radiological materials, explosive materials, and chemical materials so that you have a hybrid multi-purpose weapon. The last one is the demolition of a nuclear power plant or a nuclear storage facility. So let's talk about the first kind. The first is dispersal of radiological material. You can do this by non-explosive means. You can use pressurized gas. You can use an aircraft dispersing it like a crop duster. You can put the materials in the top of a building, expose them to high winds. You can also deploy them via water. So there's many ways to disperse radiological elements. The next one is the combination of radiological dispersion with explosive materials. This kind of falls into two broad categories. You have a small explosive weapon dispersing a large amount of radioactive material. This limits the area of contamination greatly. The next one is a hybrid weapon where you have a large explosive device, whether it's a fuel air explosive or flammable combustible material from a commercial venue. This kind of device, you use industrial gases or large amounts of explosives combined as a fuel air explosive along with a radiological material. This actually simulates a tactical nuclear weapon. So what you would do here is maybe use 3 tractor trailers. That would be an easy way to do it. You could have 2 tractor trailers of liquid propane, natural gas. You could combine LOX, which is liquid oxygen, hydrogen gas, and you would have a tractor trailer loaded with radiological materials such as tritium. Large amounts of tritium are stored all over the place, all over the world. I've seen large storage depots of this because many governments wait for it to decay before disposing of it. So they stockpile and store large amounts of it. And then you have different kind of gamma emitters, beta emitters. So you could take whatever radiological material you could find, put it in a tractor trailer, fill it up. So you could have 80-some thousand pounds of radiological material combined with 2 tractor trailer or 1 tractor trailer load of fuel for a fuel air explosive. This would give you a similar effect to a 1 to 5 kiloton nuclear weapon as far as the area of the blast and fallout potential. But you're not going to have the fallout potential you would with a fission or a fusion weapon, because your limiting factor is the absence of neutron flux, which you would require a nuclear reaction to have. The next kind is a combined action weapon. It's, I guess today they would call it a hybrid weapon. This is one where you would take an industrial gas such as methane. You could use natural gas and then combine that with chlorine gas. You could take ammonia, and if you detonated 1 tractor trailer load of fuel, 1 tractor trailer load of either ammonia or chlorine gas and radiological material, you would have a combined action where you would have a 1-mile area that was contaminated by a chemical weapon, radiological debris, and a blast area from the fuel. The last one, the area of detonation, would be the storage facility or a nuclear power plant. The issue you have here is you liberate a massive amount of nuclear material into the atmosphere, and then the prevailing winds would take it wherever. So in the last case here, you could actually liberate massive amounts of nuclear material into the atmosphere and contaminate large areas. So that's kind of a summary of the different types of dirty bombs. So theoretically, you could combine the material and simulate the equivalent of a fission tactical weapon using nuclear materials. And there was always a possibility that a terrorist group or a country would try to get the public to believe they had nuclear weapons rather than radiological based on this fact. So please comment. We'll see you on the next video.